Hey guys, it's me, Court. Welcome back to my channel. I thought that I would film something a little bit different for you guys today. So, for those of you who don't know, which is probably most of you, I collect postcards. I have almost 900 of them, and I brought back a few from my trip to my parents' house a couple weeks ago, and I need to get them put away into my stack of postcards, so I thought I would take you guys along with me and show you some of my favorite postcards as I put them away. These are the new ones that we've got to put away. This is the stack of old ones. And we're just gonna dive right into it and see what we find. And I hope you guys like it. So here we go. I'm gonna sort through them, and if I find any that's interesting, I will pick up the camera and I will show you. Yeah. So this set is kind of fun. My mom brought these back from Japan when me and my siblings were all big into Pokemon. I still play Pokemon Go, I still indulge, but yeah. These are, you know, authentically Japanese from the Pokemon Center in Japan. And I think they're pretty cool. So now we're in the museum section of postcards, because I have them organized, because I'm that nerd. And we have these two. This one is from the Holocaust Memorial in DC, and this one is from the American History Museum, and they are both sticker postcards. So I don't know if you can kind of see the seam there, right by where it says women. And these are sticker postcards, which I think are super cool. And I also have this one that I picked up from the Hockey Hall of Fame when I was in Toronto, and it is a holographic postcard of the Stanley Cup. And I think it's awesome. So now we're into the Disney stuff. I have this really awesome one of the Tree of Life. And then this I think was a set, because they all have the same like back, and it says Harambe Wildlife Reserve. So we've got the lion, the cheetah, the rhino, macrocs. These are one of the gazelles. Giraffe, an okapi, a hippo, the actual ride vehicle, and an elefante. We also have some DVC stuff. So like this one, we've got Bay Lake Tower. And then this was a set, and so we've got a whole bunch of different resorts. We've got Vera Beach, we've got Wilderness Lodge, Beach Club, Hilton Head, Old Key West, and my boardwalk. So here's another set of DVC ones. So it's got the cruise line, Africa, San Francisco, London, New York City, Venice, Hawaii, and Walt Disney World. And I think that those are all places that it's like Adventures by Disney. And I also have this really weird one that's actually from like a potato chip bag. You can see in the corner it's Diane's like tortilla chips or something, and it's Grizzly Peak California Adventure. It says grand opening 2001. So yeah, that's old. We're just heavily in the Disney ones right now. I'm going to show you all these. We have a Caribbean Beach one that's really cool. The Grand Californian. I love the Grand Californian. It's one of my favorite hotels. The Disneyland Hotel, and this is really old. You can tell because it still has the Peter Pan themed swimming pool, which has long since been changed. This Art of Animation one that Grandma bought me because we have Simba. I have a few Alani ones that my mom brought back. So cool. These next two are from the Walt Disney Family Museum. So they have like this model of Disneyland in it. So like this is a postcard of that model. Like you can see the Matterhorn there, the castle, the carousel. There's Space Mountain in the corner. Okay, maybe more than just two. This one is pretty cool. It kind of shows that big room there. And then an old poster of the submarine voyage. These next few are new. My best friend found them in her house. They're from the Disney Gallery in New Orleans Square. and I am very excited about them. This one, the Sleeping Beauty Castle entrance. It's a Herb Ryman drawing. I think my mom actually has this one framed in her bathroom, like the actual portrait. The next one is a Dale Hennessy of Tomorrowland. Super cool. A Sam McKim of Frontierland. This one says Tony Baker, Discovery Bay. Cool. Then we have some Country Bear Jamboree ones. This one says Big Albert sings a solo while a plunking his guitar. His voice sounds like a foghorn, but he's our favorite star. Big Al. Melvin and Max, an old gruff buff, know every song by heart. They've hung around since opening day, just waiting for a part. Brother Ted works on the corn jug. Oh, that bear can really blow. He also plays the washboard with the handle of a hoe. And the spotlight's now on Henry, so everybody clap and give a hand to Sammy on his singing coonskin cap. Cute. And then a newer one of the castle. And my pirates. We all know how much I love pirates. So we're still heavily in the Disney ones. We've got this pirate one. To the eye of the greedy, his portion be small. To chart a course, the swap sure to fall. And it's got that greedy pirate on the boat. And then the key dog. A pirate in irons, be full of guile, and the blackest art wears the broadest smile. We have the Matterhorn. Gotta love the Matterhorn. Disney World this time. Magic Kingdom specifically. Magic Kingdom Presidents. Spaceship Earth. And then these next few were actually sent to my mom. This next one was sent to my mom. You see it says Dear Tiff, while she was in college, from Grandma and Grandpa. It's a Disney World one. This one also sent to Mom from Grandma and Grandpa. I recognize my grandma's handwriting. She was in college. And that is Epcot. See, we've got Imagination. We've got the land. What's the year on this? 1988. Fun. Another one sent to Mom from Grandma of the castle. And this one was sent to my mom, 1987, from a friend of hers. And it's Mickey in front of the Disneyland castle. A few more Disneyland ones. We've got another Disneyland hotel with another view of that Neverland pool. It's got the pirate ship. I remember correctly, the hot tub was Mermaid Lagoon. These are a couple from California. So we've got California Adventure. And then this is just like Mickey Mouse Hollywood. This was in one of like the little shops near, like at the hotel or something. You know, like a non-property hotel. This one is a DVC one they were handing out in the park. So it's like a sketch and it's got Donald and Daisy. And it's Disney Vacation Club. They were handing those out in the parks. And then one of my personal favorite Disney ones. Disneyland Paris. Those hearts are glittery. It's really, really cute. I picked that up when we were in Paris. Naturally. It says it right there. Disneyland Paris. So now we're getting into my ones from other countries. So like we have these two that I picked up in Cardiff, which is Wales. That was a fun trip. And these two that my best friend got me in Taiwan. This one here actually rotates. I'm not going to take it out, but you see how like that part back here, you can spin it. Yeah, this one's just really pretty. She wrote on it. I don't remember if she sent this to me or if she was going to and just wrote on it. Yeah, we've got quite a few country ones. So, I'll just show you. So we've got this really pretty one that I picked up in Scotland. This really pretty one from St. Petersburg that my grandma got me. This one that my best friend found in her house from Qatar. I don't know anybody that's been to Qatar, so that one's interesting. Yeah. Sorry, my fan kicked on. These two, one of my mom's co-workers brought me back from Kenya. And then this one is part of a set. Like there's a few like postcard books, I guess, that I have. And this one is I think one of my favorites from this set. And it's a set from Almaty, Kazakhstan, which is where my stepmother and stepsister are from. So that makes it pretty cool. I love this one from Tokyo. Really wish I could have gone this year, but still love this one from Tokyo. This one is one of my absolute favorites. You see, it was actually like mailed to me by my grandma. It says I gatti di Roma, okay, the cats of Rome. We've got just cats by various landmarks of Rome, and it's just one of my favorites, hands down. I like this one. I like collage ones. This one's from Ireland. Picked that one up. I don't know why there's a sheep on it. Yeah. I think I got that in Dublin. Would make sense, wouldn't it? Now, I've technically only been in the Reykjavik airport. I've not actually been in Iceland, but I thought that one was cool. And then this one was sent to my mom by one of her best friends while her best friend was studying abroad in Greece, which I think is cool. Some more that I picked out myself. This one is C'est Chapelle, Paris, a collage one from Paris. I really like this one of the Eiffel Tower, and this one from Notre Dame. I loved Paris. Paris is beautiful. Would absolutely go back. This one I got at Stonehenge, which is really just a circle of old rocks. But I like the sunset views of it, and I have technically been there, so you know, have to commemorate it. I'm a huge fan of just funny postcards, which is why I bought this one. It says London by Night, and it's just black. I have another one that I will definitely show you in a similar vein to this, but this is one of my favorites. It's just so funny. And it worked. I spent money on this. This one I think is really pretty. It is the Legislature building in Victoria, British Columbia. And a former coworker and friend brought this back for me from a trip. We're into some more fun ones from a trip that I've been on. And that would be Rio. So in 2011, the roller skating world championships was held in Brasilia, Brazil. And there was a team, a precision team, which is kind of like synchronized swimming, but on skates, that had gone to Worlds in Argentina years before. So they were like, we're going to compete so that way we can go to Brazil and skate Worlds, and then, you know, they could go back to Argentina. So it was like Thanksgiving of my senior year of high school I spent in Brazil. So we have this really pretty one of Brazil. We've got this one of Pau de Aquara, which is the Sugarloaf Mountains. That one's Ipanema. We've got Corcovado, or the Christ the Redeemer statue. Copacabana Beach, which is where we spent most of our time. Absolutely gorgeous. I loved it. Don't know that I would go back in the current political climate, but it was beautiful then. But that was, you know, pre-FIFA, pre-Olympics. So, it's been a while. Almost a decade. This is the one in the same vein as that London by Night. It is the Seasons of Seattle. Spring, summer, winter, fall. And it is all an identical rainy view of the Space Needle. I also have this one, which is really, really cool, and it's kind of like this stained glass Seattle with the Space Needle. You can tell we are in the States now. We made it through the countries. There are over 200 of them. Like, these are all stacks of 100 here. So we are at almost 500 postcards right now going through. So like, that is all countries, that is all countries, and that is partially countries. And we still have all of these to go through and all of these to put in. So we've still got a ways to go because I have a lot, because I have a problem. So these are like some fun history ones. I know these bottom ones, it was part of a book that we found when we were cleaning out my grandma's house. I don't know about the upper one, but these ones are from the 1962 Seattle World's Fair, which I think is just super cool. That, you know, we have these. And then this one is a photo of Mount St. Helens erupting, which is also super cool. It's a postcard, but it's also history. Shout out to the Twilight phase. Two of my friends went up to Forks when we were big in our Twilight phase, and they brought this back for me. So, it just makes me laugh now. And I mean, it says on the back, Twilight destinations in or around Forks. Yeah. That's just embarrassingly funny now. I actually hadn't planned on showing this one, but then I actually looked at it. So they cleaned out a lot of junk from my grandma's house like a couple months ago, and they found all these postcards for me, and this one I think was from a national, the skating nationals from Fort Worth, because the stamp I think says the 6th of August, but it was one that my grandma sent to my grandpa, which is pretty cool. It actually says love. Amazing what you can find. I'm into the ones now from my home state of Oregon, and I thought I'd show this one. I have a set, a few from Sea Lion Cave, which is actually owned by family. Some of my grandpa's relatives own the Sea Lion Caves in Oregon. We have not been in a long time, but we used to be able to get in free because we were related to the people who owned it. And then I have this one from Powell's, which the best bookstore in the world that my best friend sent me. And of course, the beautiful Multnomah Falls. We love Multnomah Falls. We have this really pretty Oregon coast one. I'm not going to show you the back because personal information, hard to black out, but it's got, it was sent to me by my best friend, so you know, she wrote on it, her mom wrote on it, her dad wrote on it, her brother wrote on it. And then I have this gorgeous one from when I went to Niagara Falls. It is sparkly and holographic, and it is from Made of Mist, which was a really, really cool tour. You can see the boat there in the corner. So shiny. Next, they are fun New York City ones. With this one's just got a whole bunch of like Broadway playbill photos on it. So like we've got The Lion King, South Pacific, The Producers, Merchant of Venice, In the Heights, love that show, Wicked, Shrek. Where's Spider-Man? There's Spider-Man, Guys and Dolls. A lot of fun. And then we have this one of Kinky Boots, which I did see in New York. And also Anastasia, which I did see in New York. Some from Vegas now. We've got this one. It is super glittery, of the MGM Grand. And another one from the MGM Grand. It says, here, human, 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 from the lion habitat. Which, I don't know if it still exists, but they used to have like these lions in this glass enclosure. And then there was like this glass walkway where you walked, like the lions would go over you and you would go underneath it to get back to like the shop. And sometimes you could take a picture with the lion cubs if they had any cubs. So I've got my picture taken with a cub twice. And then the cub that I met the first time was one of the grown-up lady lions the second time. And like they would feed the lions by putting meat on the glass, like right by the people. And then, you know, the lion would come up and lick the meat off the glass, which was really interesting. I don't know how, you know, animal activists felt about the whole situation, but for me, who loved lions, I thought it was a really cool thing to see, especially like walking under that tunnel, and there was like this big male lion just like sleeping on the roof of this tunnel you're walking through, so you got to see all his toe beans. But yeah. I've not been to Vegas in years. I should go back, now that I'm old enough to properly enjoy it. When you're little and your mom wants to enjoy the casino, they don't let you sit on the red carpet, which there is a red carpet to walk the kids through the casino. But they don't let you sit on the red carpet and wait for your mom. You have to be out of the casino. And that's my Vegas story. Another one in the vein of those funny ones. San Francisco generic postcard. Who comes up with this? I love it so much. This one is brand new. One of my friends from the gym went down to visit her friend who lives in Alabama, and I asked her to pick me up one because I didn't have an Alabama. So thank you, Patrice, for my brand new Alabama postcard. This is a fun set that I picked up after I saw this show. That was my favorite. I have that one on a shirt too. But yeah, I got those when I saw it at the Kennedy Center. Obviously, you know how much I love these. This one says The Art of Disney. This one probably came from like a Disney store or something. This one actually came from the post office. I think they were doing, I mean, it says Friends Forever and it's got a stamp of Simba. So I don't remember what exactly they were doing. But my mom picked it up for me from the post office. Because obviously, it is Simba. So this is a set of postcards from Comic-Con. So like we have this artist who did a Furiosa, a Scarlet Witch, and a Black Widow. We have this Leia one. And then we have this artist who did like cities. So we have Seattle, San Diego, Rose City, which is Portland, and he did a Paris one. And I picked up these cities because I'd been to all of these cities. We've got this Star Wars one from episode 2. No idea where I got that. This Disney World one, which is a pop-up. I haven't popped it up because I value this postcard. And my Festival of the Arts postcard. We're at the fun ones at the top, so, you know, bear in mind that. This one, we saw King Tut. It is holographic. It changes. Super cool. A holographic Disney World one from Happily Ever After. My personal favorite holographic one. A Tower of Terror one. So we've got Goofy as the bellhop and Mickey, Donald, and Pluto. And as you tip it forward, they fall down and it says, "Drop into the zone." So cool. And apparently 917 postcards later, I don't know how I was counting it before, but like I've got these weird ones like this guy, which unfold, and so I don't know if I counted that as one. This time I counted each one as its own. So we are at 917. Woo, we broke the 900 mark. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.